Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you all my entire makeup collection that's in my beauty room. This is where I get ready for work in the mornings, where I film my videos, of course. No brainer. But I just want to share with you all my entire collection. I'm by no means bragging or encouraging anyone to go out and purchase this amount of makeup. I just love makeup. My makeup has accumulated over the past 7 years, and I do have a lot. All of it was purchased by me or my family, or my friends. So let's just get this video started. So I'm gonna start over here with my ring light. What's here? I have a couple of. This is the Juvia's Place, the 4 quads, and then I have the new ColourPop Lush palette. And while I'm talking, I will be doing an actual full eyeshadow palette collection video as well. But today I just want to kind of just give a rundown. I won't be very detailed about everything, just a good little rundown. But I will be doing that video in the next couple of weeks. And right here I just have a couple of palettes just placed here in this bin. And then I have some facial items here. The calamine lotion and the Nivea post shave balm that is like used as a mattifying primer. I'm not sure if any of you all remember that, but this was like a go-to a couple of years ago, and I still do use it. These are just a couple of wipes I have here. This is my Ben Nye setting powder. I have it in this container because the container that it comes in, it is so the package is so small and tiny you can't get the product out. So some of my setting powders will be in containers like this, a little bigger, that I can actually dip my brush into without having the powders wasting everywhere, while I'm trying to apply it on my face. This top portion of this container is like lip pencils, concealers, shimmer powders, gels, just a little bit of everything up here. And then this drawer, I have all my NYX color pencils. I use as eye bases or eyeliner pencils. This drawer has my single eyeshadows. I believe these are the only single eyeshadows I own. A lot of my eyeshadows are palettes. I don't really own a whole lot of single shadows unless they're these super shock shadows. But I don't really necessarily consider those as single shadows because they like glitter, pretty much a glitter shadow that I have anyways. This drawer is a lot of ColourPop. Then you have some mica glitters, and then I have some Wet n Wild pigments, Stila shadow. I think this is in the shade Kitten. Was an all-time favorite at one point. Stila's a good brand, but that's what this drawer holds. This drawer holds a lot of my NYX pigments and a couple of MAC pigments. And then you have, I think this is a MAC pigment. It is. This is like that blue brown, which is a beautiful pigment. All of these are just pigments, BH Cosmetics. Like I said, this is just glitters and mainly pigments, some more Wet n Wild pigments in this drawer. This drawer is pretty much eyeshadow bases and concealers. This is one of them ochre. Not okra, I'm sorry. Soft ochre. Okra. This is when it's painterly. I have soft ochre in here. And this is just a white base when you want to do a lot of color and stuff like that. So that's what this drawer is. In this drawer, I have some of my Juvia's Place foundations that are in the tubes. And a highlighter, another concealer. This drawer are just a bunch of different concealers that I have. And I just house them here. ColourPop, LA Pro, Anastasia, Laura Geller, just a bunch of different brands, Hard Candy. And then this drawer here is just like a little random drawer. I have my little Fenty Beauty highlighters. These are 2 Anastasia palettes, my Natasha Denona blush and contouring palette. This is another Fenty, more pigments. And this is by the brand Sleek. They have some nice pigments. So if you haven't tried them, which are very, very affordable, Sleek has some awesome pigments. These are my e.l.f. shadows, shimmer shadows, and I keep them upside down. So when I'm using these shadows, I get more on the brush on that end. So when they start to use up, they're already at the tip of the container. So that's what's in there. Down here I have more eyeshadows in this bin. Like I said, I'm going to give a full eyeshadow collection video in a couple of weeks, and it may be more than one part, but I will definitely be recording that. Then I have foundations in this bin. So now we're going to go to my cabinet with these 7 drawers and show you all what I have in these drawers. This first drawer is my eyelash drawer. I love eyelashes. Eyelashes and eyeshadow palettes. I'm a sucker for those. I really love those. So I have a lot of different brands and styles of eyelashes. The second drawer is another eyelash drawer, but then I have like my toners, facial spray, some makeup rounds and stuff like that, but for the most part is some lashes in here. I love lashes. This third drawer are all of my lipsticks and lip glosses. It's more lip glosses than anything. And I know if you've been watching a couple of my videos, I'm not really a lipstick person, but I love lip gloss. Or I put some lip gloss on top of a lipstick, or vice versa, so it can be kind of shiny. I don't like the dry lip thingy, so you'll see a lot of lip glosses in my collection. And I actually need to declutter this drawer like really, really bad. This drawer holds my additional foundations. I have different foundations, this is like another one of my all-time faves, the Super Stay by Maybelline. This is a really good full coverage foundation. This Urban Decay, I don't believe there's anything else in here. I'm just keeping it, don't know why I'm keeping it, but it's still in here. I do need to purchase another one. This is a great foundation, full coverage as well. A lot of my foundations will be full coverage because I like that full coverage look on my face. This drawer is pretty much my facial sprays, and I have a few makeup removers, sponge cleaners. That's what this one is, from Ulta. And then I have this charcoal beauty blender soap. This is really good. This is really good. If you haven't tried it, I think you should. But if not, another affordable way to go, which I've been doing lately, is stocking up on charcoal soap. And I've been washing my brushes with that, and it works really, really good. This drawer is a bunch of samples and face masks. And I just throw this bar of soap in here. I don't know why. Nice facial soap. Like these sample bags, when I order stuff off Sephora and mainly Ulta, because I don't think Sephora does these. It's Ulta. I'm sorry, it's Ulta. They sent me these. I actually need to go through these. I may just do a video on these little bags when I purchase stuff. And they say, hey, if you spend $50, you get this bag. That's how I got those. And then these are some more samples. This was another bag. So it's pretty much a lot of bag stuff in here when you purchase stuff and they send it to you. And these are some Beauty Bakery sponges, and they are so good. So good. I need to pull some more out, but they are so good. They're really, really soft. It reminds you of the Beauty Blender. This drawer is just a drawer full of additional beauty blenders, and this is a brand Beaky off Amazon. These are some good sponges too. If you and it's Beaky. I think it may be like $8 for these 5 sponges, but they are like really good and really. I'm just making all these noise. You probably can't hear me, but I am sorry. They are really good. And then I have translucent powders. I don't have but one face, so I don't know how I'm going to use all this stuff. But I just, like I said, I enjoy makeup. And then I have a lot of lip balms down in the bottom. That's where I keep all my lip balms, because I love lip balms and lip oils to keep my lips hydrated. Okay, so moving on back up to my vanity where I actually sit. So on the side of the organizer that I just shared with you a little while ago, I have my additional Juvia's Place foundation sticks, and then my bronzing sticks, my Too Faced, I'm sorry, my hand's all in the way, my Too Faced concealers back there, my other bronzing sticks. Here you have my setting powders, and I have them over here because these are the ones I use on the regular, and I have them just housed here. Here you have my Juvia's Place mini palettes, and then the new bronzers and one of the blush palettes from the new collection. Then I have some additional brushes that I have all these brushes sitting here because I use them on the regular. I have tons of brushes only because I do my makeup every day. And I like to have them to rotate them out because I don't clean them every day. And these are the foundations that I'm currently using on a day-to-day during the week. So that's why I keep those, so I can keep my hands on it. And this is a moisturizer by Elemis Superfood. This came in a BoxyCharm, and I really do like the formula in that. It's supposed to be like a hydration juice for your face. So let's go over here to my actual Vanity Wire sit, what's directly in front of me. Just a bunch of everything. You have foundation. This is an eye balm. It's really good. It came in a BoxyCharm. It's a cooling eye balm. I like that. Just a bunch of everything. Concealer, mixing medium. I think that's what they call that. When you do the pigments, eyelash glue, just kind of everything. And then in the drawer here, well, this is the drawer that I call my nudie pink drawer, where I have all of my nude glosses that I like, and I can reach for them when I'm doing my looks. This is one of my favorite drawers for my glosses. This next drawer is a random drawer. Let's see. I have 2 concealers in here. Then this is a lip scrub, I believe, from Jouer. This is really good. I got that from TJ Maxx. I've used that a lot. Lipstick, lip balm by Juvia's Place. I told you I love lip balms. I don't know what this is. Some kind of cream. But I just stuck this stuff in this drawer. That's what's in that drawer. I actually need to do a organization video. That's what I need to do. This is another concealer drawer. My Makeup by Yolanda, Planning Makeup by Yolanda, my little Kevin Aquans. And I hate they don't have any more samples on Camera Ready Cosmetics because I was going to buy some more. These are ColourPop bases. I have not used those yet. I need to try them out. But this is just, like I said, another concealer drawer. This drawer is another everything drawer. It has the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. That's really pretty good. I've used it a couple of times. I have more chapsticks. ColourPop Super Shock shadows. And I like these little things here when I'm doing pigments. That's why I have these in here. It just look random. And I put the pigments in the little things, or I use mixing medium with them. So I just keep these so I don't use and waste a whole lot of pigment. So that's why I have those in there. If you all are wondering why I have these little plastic pieces in here. Moving on over here, I have my eyeliners, lip liners, and things of that nature that I can just pull. And these are all the lip liners and eyeliners that I own in my collection, besides my backup eyebrow pencils. Here, just some random stuff. This is a nice Lano lips. This is really, really good for hydration on your lips. And then you have ColourPop Super Shock shadows, glosses, and concealer. Just random stuff that, like I said, I can just put my hands on when I want to just go through it and just pull something without going all the way through my collection looking for something. Here you have additional products. Again, just randoms. I'm sorry. Eyebrow gel by Anastasia, setting sprays, foundations, setting spray here by Morphe, just a bunch of different stuff. So we'll go back down to this drawer. I have additional eyeliners and color bases in this drawer with Anastasia's eyeshadow base. And I have one that's already open. It's actually pretty good. I do like it. This drawer is just a random drawer as well. It has Wet n Wild eyeshadows in it, a pencil sharpener, little, I think it's CoverGirl's liquid eyeshadows in there. This drawer has Natasha Denona palettes. I have this Sunset palette in here, the Lila palette, and the Sunset palette. So this one's the Sunrise palette, I'm sorry, at the top. And these are 2 of her 5-pan palettes. And while I have this down here, and this is a pigment, this drawer I have additional Natasha Denona palettes, a Black Up palette, and a couple other things that just all over the place. Again, like I said, my stuff is so unorganized. I definitely need to organize this stuff. This drawer, very random. I have no idea what's in this drawer. It's just a bunch of everything. A bronzer, liquid shadow, pressed powder, lip gloss, eye primer. Look, I don't even know what this is. Eye primer, glitter glue. What is this? Primer, face primer, just everything. Lipstick. I definitely need to get my life together and fix this stuff. This is another drawer that have a lot of J-Cat Beauty pigments. These are like the bomb. When I seriously, I'm not just saying that to say it, but if you do not own any of J-Cat's pigments, you are missing out. They are forever having a sale. So if you are interested in buying them, a lot of times I think they're like $2 when they're on sale. If they're not $2 already, I'm not 100% sure. But these are like the bomb. I use them. I have one shade that I use all the time. This one here. What shade is this? I don't know. It just say SP 1002 or something like that. But this shade here, they are shimmer powders, and I love them. I really do. Like I said, I have one face, but I just love collecting makeup. So, but these are like really pretty. Then I have these Revolution Pro palettes here in this drawer. Then going up here, I have eye products in here that I use. That's the Balm, I think. Yeah, the Balm. That's a pretty good brow powder too. This one is additional brow powders, Benefit. I think these 3 items came in an Ipsy. I just have never had an opportunity to use them. These are my eye pencils and concealer sticks that I use to define my eyebrows. These are some of the products that I have in this drawer. This drawer is another random drawer. Trying to make sure it doesn't fall out. It has some super shock shadows, some more pigments, and look like some little samples of facial samples in here. So the next drawer here is my Dose of Colors, my Pat McGrath lip glosses. I need to put all this stuff, like I said, and organize it, because I have this stuff I don't even remember buying and knowing it's here just by going through it now. But I definitely need to do an organization. I'm probably going to say that about 20 more times, but I'm sorry. These are my gel potted shadows. I think I'm going to buy some Inglot, that solution that revives your dried out pots, because I'm sure they're dried out, because I haven't gone to these things in like over a year or so. But I think I'm going to buy some of that and see if I can liven them back up. If not, then I'll be decluttering them. This is another brow product drawer. Now these are my Sigma pigments. Now these are like really pretty. You can see the colors. These are some pretty pigments. I've used this one before, and I think this one before, and they are like so pretty. They have like some good pigments as well. I love pigments. I don't know why, but I just think with pigments, it just gives you that vibrant color on your lid that you're looking for. This is my mascara drawer, and of course I have 2 brow pomades in here, but everything else, they're mascaras. This drawer is a liquid eyeshadow drawer, along with 2 Kat Von D sticks that can be used as a base. And this drawer is my primers. You have Juvia's Place, Too Faced, which I'm about out of that one. P. Louise, Viseart, just a bunch of different primers. And I have some eyelash glues back there. This drawer is pretty much the same. Pigments, glitter glues, eyeshadow bases. This one is pretty much like that top drawer. I need to look at these shadows to see if they're actually dried out. But this is another. These are the Butter London shadows that they used to sell that looks like gel. And those were really pretty. Like I said, I'm not sure if they dried out, but I have to check them out. This is another eyeshadow base drawer that has different eyeshadow bases and glitter glues and stuff like that too in that drawer. These last two drawers are full of ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I used to use them all the time. I don't know why I stopped, because it's Super Shock, because I get tongue twisted. These Super Shock shadows are really nice, beautiful shades, especially with me loving shimmers. So let's move on to my drawers on my dresser. This drawer here has a lot of eyeshadow palettes in it. Just plenty of eyeshadow palette. I don't even know how this little bit drawer holds so much. But I have Milk Cosmetics here. These are my small Natasha Denona palette. I just received these two in the mail, I think earlier this week, from ColourPop that I purchased. And those are all of my small ColourPop eyeshadow palettes. This is the one I've been using from BoxyCharm. Pretty much, I use it twice. Did a video twice on them. If you want to see them, they're on previous videos. This next drawer is my foundations and blush drawer that I use on a regular. I love this one. You'll see I pull this out a lot in my videos. I used this one this morning, and I really loved the way they turned out as contours rather than blushes. So this is like my highlighting, contouring, blushing, you know, drawer. Here I have additional brushes, that my face brushes I use on a regular, additional eye brushes if I want to use anything. And if you watch my videos, you know I'm always talking about my skin being moisturized. This is where I keep all of my moisturizers prior to putting foundation on my skin. I have the CeraVe. If you have not tried this, this is like really good for your skin. I apply this every day before I put anything on before I put any foundation on. I'm always applying this. It's really, really good. But I have a number of moisturizers here that I just pull out. And just use it when I want to do, when I'm doing my makeup every day. But what's on my bench is this basket here is pretty much like a everyday go-to basket. When I'm using stuff, this is what I've been using pretty much since last week. And what I do, I don't put any eyeshadow palettes in here, but these are the products I've been using like every day, like the oils, the some moisturizer. This is the moisturizer from Morphe. Just a bunch of, this is pretty much my full face of either I'm choosing from the concealer in here. Here's the eyeliner, my eye pencil, my setting powder, my under eye cream, my setting spray. I'm sorry, you can't even see. But this is like my go-to basket. And I keep it like that on my vanity. So when I'm trying to open some of my drawers, the products are not in the way and on the floor and falling everywhere. I keep the brushes I use in here. These are the brushes I've used in the last 2 days. So I try to keep my brushes and my sponge in a box so they don't get mixed in with the brushes that are actually clean. So on a weekly basis, I'll clean my brushes, but I use this box just to store my dirty brushes. So on to the next portion of my makeup collection is this container here. Well, first let's show you my lashes. I have this box of lashes from ColourPop that I bought, I think last Christmas. It was a Christmas edition. But here I have the 3 Sydney Grace palettes, Vanity Cosmetics, Dose of Colors. And then this is just like the rest of my container, just a lot of random stuff. Concealers, lipsticks. This is a primer. I have not tried that. I'm about to try that. Eyeliners. Like I said, conceal pretty much everything you'll need when you want to put your hands on. Now the container itself is actually an eyelash container, and I have lashes here just lined up in this drawer. And then these 3 compartments on top of it, you actually store the lashes on here, which makes it easy for you to just pull them off and use them and stick them back on there after you clean them if you want to use them more than once. So that's what's there. Here I just have some random palettes. This is my blush palette I've been loving lately, and it's a Profusion Blush 3. That's a nice palette. I think it's only like $5. This Milk Cosmetics, I'm trying to open it with this camera in my other hand. Smoke Sessions palette is like really, really pretty. I've used this a couple of times. You can see I've already dug in it like a lot. I like green shadows. But this is a good palette. I think I'm going to do a tutorial on this palette, like in the next couple of days, because I really like this palette. That's why I pulled it out. Now here I have my Glam Light palette, and all of these are BH Cosmetics 16 pan palettes, and their face palettes up here. So let's go on down, get them off the edge before they fall, and I'll be sick when they fall. I need to store them. That's what I need to do, and quit playing. Okay, so this drawer have my backup eye pencils and this one eyeliner. Everything else is eye pencils, and maybe a concealer, a couple of concealers in here. And these right here are like eyeshadow bases by Butter London. No, that's the base booster by BH, which I love those. I think it's in the next drawer. I'm getting confused. But I love the base boosters. As you can see, I talk about them a lot, and I have backups to prove it. Okay, this drawer is highlighters, and this is what I was just speaking of, the Butter London. That can be used as eyeshadow bases. I need to pull these out of here. That's why I definitely have to get back on this Shop My Stash. I've done one video, but I definitely need to get myself together and do more so I can use this stuff. These are some Anastasia pigments, and they are really pretty. They're really pretty. This drawer are a bunch of pigments. Again, I told you I love myself some pigments. I have a lot of Smolder Cosmetics. I don't even think they exist anymore, but Smolder Cosmetics has some beautiful glitters. This hasn't been open, but this color is pretty. I've used a couple of my products from them in the past. This is the Sigma one that I've used a lot that I showed you earlier. This is just a backup. I think it was like $1.75 when I bought them during their semi-annual sale. Then I have the these are Anastasia lashes falling, Anastasia highlighters. This drawer is pretty much my face primer drawer, and it has a few blushes and stuff kind of mixed up. But again, I still need to do an organization video because I'm seeing stuff that really don't belong in here. But for the most part, it's my primers drawer. This one is mainly highlighting and some blushes drawer, mostly highlighters, but some have some bronzers. I can't even get my words together. I'm sorry. I done worked all day, now I'm still tired trying to film. Okay, this drawer is pretty much blush and bronzers drawer. This is a nice bronzer if you have not tried it, by Black Radiance. This is a nice smooth bronzer. I like it. It says finishing powder, but I use it as a bronzer. Okay, moving down to this bottom portion. I have a lot of small eyeshadow palettes in here, and then I have a few in the back there. But like I said, I'm going to definitely go through each of my palettes, and it may be more than one video, but I'm going to try to keep it in one, because I know when people upload videos, I want to see it all in one video myself, so I'm going to try to do that as much as possible. This drawer is just pretty much backup setting powders, bronzers, blushes, pretty much everything face-wise. There are no eyeshadow palettes in this drawer. Same for this drawer, just backup setting powders and stuff like that. I have an Anastasia. I love me some Airspun. That's a nice setting powder and affordable. So let's stay to the bottom while we're here. This drawer is my large palettes. All of these are Morphe palettes in the back. Juvia's Place in the front. BH Cosmetics over here. The Carly Bible, and then the larger Juvia's Place palettes in the back. That's why I love Juvia's Place. This drawer, these are a lot of Profusion palettes. I believe all of those are Profusion. Then you have Lorax here. Just a number of different brands in this drawer. This is probably my high-end drawer pretty much. I know I have Lorac at the bottom, but this is pretty much, everything in here is high-end. In this drawer, I have my Too Faced in here, my Anastasia, my Urban Decay. I have one Kylie palette in here and a backup palette. Everything else is those other brands I called before. This video, no my gosh, I need to stop. This drawer is my ColourPop baby. Besides the colored rings here, the Lime Crime, the Model's Own, and then these Kat Von D little small palettes. But the rest of these palettes in this drawer are my ColourPop babies. And that's a lot of ColourPop. But I love ColourPop. I probably own 95% of the palettes that they've created from the past. This drawer is just a random all types of palettes drawer. You have the old Too Faced tin pan palettes back here. It's just a lot of everything. I think this might be an Urban Decay. I'm not sure. But we'll go through it soon, within the next couple of weeks, and try to get through it. This is the Urban Decay. I remember when this came out. These are like nice. They work pretty good. I used it a couple of times. So I actually pulled it out to use it this week, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. This box, it's a prior Boxy Charm box, but these are my facial makeup removal towels. I do not use facial rags on my face when I have makeup on it. I use these to remove my makeup, because if they get in your rags, it's hard to get them out. But these are really, really good. I get them off Amazon, and I wash them every week, and once they dry, I fold them and stick them back in here until I get ready to use them. And I have a place, you'll see in a minute, where I house them and keep them until I get ready to wash them. This one is like larger palettes. A lot of these palettes here are Profusion, I believe. These are BH Cosmetics. I will not get rid of BH Cosmetics only because they have sentimental value to me, because my daughter started me with makeup in 2014 is when I started my collection, and she bought me all of these. So these will not go anywhere. I don't care how ugly they look, how dogged out they are. Those two missing, but I cannot get rid of those because my daughter bought them for me. But everything else in here is larger palettes. And these are just some squares that I just keep over here when I want to use them. So that does it for this side. So let's move on to this section here. This is where I use the facial towels and I discard them in this basket here, and I wash them every week and fold them up and put them back in my drawer. These are my additional brushes. I know I have a lot of brushes, but these are just additional brushes that are clean like the rest of them. If I want to use something different, I just kind of pull it out of there. And over here we have this cabinet that has additional eyeshadow palettes, and we'll just see what's in these drawers. Okay, this is random palettes that I have. You have the Juvia's Place minis here. I think those are Morphes. Those are MACs. These are Violet Voss in the front, the smaller ones. This is the Balm. This one is Colored Rain. Those two. This is a Beauty Bakery. So I have just different brands all over the place. This one is another eyeshadow palette drawer. I used to try to keep some type of organization and separate them by the brands, but it's just, I got so much, it's like it was impossible to continue to do. So these are just some additional palettes I have, and these are all of my Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless palettes. Now I've used those a couple of times, and they have some good formula in these palettes. Some of them are hit or miss, but they have some good formula. This is the Emily Edits palette. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Emily Edit, the Once. That's actually a good palette. I need to pull that back out. And I love Emily Edits videos. This is another moisturizing drawer. It has eye patches, makeup removing balm, facial cleaners, oil moisturizers, all types of stuff is in this drawer. I told you I'm a skin fanatic as well as a makeup lover. So we're going to go over to the last two sections of my makeup collection. So starting with this one, I have more palettes. All of these are eyeshadow palettes, by the way. These are Morphe face palettes, and the rest of them are just eyeshadow palettes. And these are the three Anastasia highlighting palettes that they used to sell with the 4 pans. Beautiful. So I definitely got to pull this stuff back out. This one is an additional drawer. I have my Huda Beauties in here. This thing might fall out. My Huda Beauties, my Morphes. I think these are hard candies. These are Profusions. Just a number of different brands in this drawer as well. This drawer, I think, I want to say most of these are Profusion. They are. Besides these two down here. I think everything else in here belongs to Profusion. Well, not belong to them, but the brand that's in my collection. My last spin of makeup. Let's start at the top. I'm not sure we did. No, we did not. These are additional brushes that I just stored. This is my hair tools bin, my hair dryer, my straighteners, my curling irons. Everything's in here when I'm ready to do my hair. I told you I do everything in here, from my hair, my makeup. I even put my clothes on in here in the mornings. So once I'm out of the bedroom, I'm pretty much out of there until I leave the house. This is another, I know that was random, but I'm sorry. This is another random eyeshadow palette drawer. You have Violet Voss. Oh my gosh, this drawer about to fall out. Jeez. These are Morphes. So I think these are those 18 pan palettes. ColourPop again. These are the new BH Cosmetics. Let me get out this drawer because this thing is about to fall over. I'm pull up a little bit. These are all of my Milani palettes. Milani has great formula as well. These are Milani palettes. What is that? That's a ColourPop palette. These are my ColourPop. That's a Juvia's Beauty Bakery. These are my LA Girl palettes. These are some great palettes. I used 3 of them. These are really good and affordable. And a lot of times you can find them at Ulta with buy one, get one half off, which is a good deal. This drawer, again, a lot of my ColourPop palettes in here, and different brands in here. You got Urban Decay. You have the Cream Shop by BH. Additional ColourPop palettes. The small LA Girl palettes. These are the new, I think, Tarte palettes. I think they came out during Christmas time, somewhere around that time. But that's what this drawer is. And my final and last drawer are additional large palettes. And I have a few small palettes in here. And my backup foundations. And then these smaller palettes. So, with that wraps up my entire makeup collection. I hope you guys enjoyed me filming this. I'm a little tired. I guess you can hear it because I'm like really tired. All is moving around. But I hope you guys enjoy viewing my collection as much as I enjoy playing it and filming, the videos. It took me a while to get here, but I'm beginning to progress with it. I thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel and showing my channel love. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and become a part of my YouTube family. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.